The Supreme Court has spoken. TikTok, the wildly popular short-form video app, is facing a ban in the United States. The court upheld a previous ruling requiring ByteDance, TikTok's Chinese parent company, to sell its U.S. operations. If they don't, TikTok will be banned in the U.S. The deadline? January 19, 2025, just days away. Why the ban? National security concerns. The court agreed with Congress that TikTok's data collection practices and its ties to China pose a risk. They worry that the Chinese government could access American user data. This isn't the first time TikTok has been in hot water. Remember when then-President Trump tried to ban the app back in 2020? Now the clock is ticking. ByteDance has a big decision to make. Do they sell their prized app to a U.S. company? Or do they risk losing millions of American users? Here's where it gets interesting. President-elect Donald Trump will be sworn in on January 20th, 2025, just one day after the TikTok deadline. And Trump's stance on TikTok has been complicated, to put it mildly. During his first term, Trump was all for banning TikTok. He even signed an executive order trying to force a sale. But then, something changed. Trump met with billionaire Republican donor Jeff Yass, who just happens to be a ByteDance investor. Suddenly Trump was singing a different tune, so what will President Trump do? Will he enforce the ban and risk upsetting a powerful ally? Or will he find a way to let TikTok stay, potentially jeopardizing national security in the process? One thing's for sure. A TikTok ban would have huge consequences. We're talking millions of American users suddenly cut off from their favorite app. Creators who make a living from TikTok would see their income vanish overnight. But it doesn't stop there. The ban would also impact tech giants like Apple and Google. They host TikTok on their app stores. Under the ban, they'd be forced to remove it or face penalties. And what about the users? Well, they're not just going to sit around twiddling their thumbs. Many are already migrating to alternative platforms like YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and even Facebook. There's also a new player in town, RedNote. It's a Chinese app that looks a lot like, well, you guessed it. The big question now is, what happens to TikTok? If ByteDance decides to sell, they're looking at a hefty price tag. Experts estimate the app could fetch anywhere from $40 billion to $50 billion. That's a lot of dough. But finding a buyer willing to fork over that kind of cash might be tricky, especially with the uncertainty surrounding the ban. Will the Biden administration try to block the sale? Will Congress intervene? One thing's for sure, the fate of TikTok is still up in the air, and the outcome will have ripple effects throughout the tech world and beyond. Stay tuned. This is one for the history books. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe, like, share, and comment below. Thank you for visiting the Today Hot Reels YouTube channel.